My name is Taylor Bailey, and this is my very first video that I'm uploading on my channel page. So I'm really excited to share with you guys my very first video, and I'm actually uploading a Valentine's Day makeup inspired tutorial. I guess I just chose this to be my first video because Valentine's Day is coming up. It's on Tuesday. So I like to keep my makeup very simple, and as you can see, it is pretty simple. I didn't go really crazy on my eyes. I just kept like a really pretty pink in the crease, a little bit of a bronzer color in the crease as well, and then I just bronzed my skin, added a little bit of a like a light pink on my cheeks, and then this really pretty nude pink color on the lips. So pretty easy, simple tutorial. If you guys already know how to do this, way to go. You should be able to, but if you're just kind of learning how to apply makeup, or you want something pretty minimal, especially for Valentine's Day, then just keep watching. I would love to show you guys the products that I used and how I got this look. So if you're interested, then just please keep watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye! Okay, so to prime my skin, I'm using the Badescu facial spray. I've already sprayed this on my face, so I'm just going to go in and start with my next primer, and this is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I'm going to just apply this to my cheeks and my chin. Okay. Now that I'm done priming, I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm using the Loreal Infallible Pro Glow in the shade 205 Natural Beige. This is such a beautiful foundation. If you're wanting more of like a glowy look, hence the name Pro Glow, then you're going to definitely get a nice glowy foundation. I'm using the Real Techniques beauty sponge. I think this is only like $10. It's pretty cheap. The actual beauty blender that's pink that you can buy from Sephora is like $20, so it's quite a bit more expensive. So you're getting a pretty good payoff with this sponge. So I like to just take it and dab it all the way around my skin. As you can see, I'm not swiping the foundation, I'm just patting it into my skin, and that's really going to help with the glowiness of that foundation as well. Okay, next I'm going in with my concealer, and I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium, and I'm just dabbing little dots underneath my eyes, and I'm also going to go down the bridge of my nose, the corners of my nose as well, and then my chin. And I'm also going to use that same beauty sponge to blend out that concealer. As you can see, I'm still not like swiping, I'm just tapping it into the skin. Okay, next to set the concealer, I'm going in with the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder. The packaging is kind of weird, so I like to just tap it into my hand, grab that damp beauty sponge, and just dip it out of my hand, and then pat it underneath my eyes and also along my chin. As you can see, I'm not wiping it as well, I'm just tapping it in there. And so I'm going to let this bake for a little while, so that way it can kind of brighten where I want it to, and also set that concealer so that way it can look nice. Okay, next for eyebrows, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Medium Brown, and I'm just going to go in and fill in my brows using this Brow Wiz. Okay, next I'm going to go in and just dust away that translucent powder using the e.l.f. small tapered brush, and I'm just going to remove any excess powder that's left from baking. Okay, now for eyes, I'm using the e.l.f. Total Face Palette, and I'm grabbing this brown color. Yes, it is called Total Face Palette, but I don't really like to use that color on my face, so I've been using it as my transition color for my eyeshadow. And to apply this, I'm using the BH Cosmetics 119 brush. It's kind of angled, so it really gets into that crease, and it picks up the right amount of product. So I've really been enjoying this brush for the last few months. So as you can see, I'm just going back and forth in like a windshield wiper motion, and I'm just really nicely evening out this color to make it look really blended. Okay, now for that second shade, I'm using the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm just grabbing a really dark pink maroon color, and I'm just going to add that to the inner corner of my crease. To apply this eyeshadow, I'm just using that same BH Cosmetics crease brush that I used for the brown, and I'm just only putting that into the corner, and then I'm working the brush into the outside corners as well. Okay, now for the eyelid, I'm using this Maybelline Master Prime, and this is in the shade Illuminate. Yes, it is a primer, but I've been using it as an eyelid color. It just has a little bit of a sheen. It's not real glittery. It just gives a nice little sheen to the eyelid, and I like to apply this with just my fingers. I don't use a brush. My fingers work just as well, so anyways, you're more than welcome to use a brush if you would like to, but my fingers work just as well. Okay, now to finish up my eyeshadow, I'm just using an e.l.f. I think this is more of like a shader brush for like your eyeliner, but I've been using it for eyeshadow. So for that same crease color, that pink maroon shade, I'm just going to add that to my lower lash line just to kind of bring the rest of that eyeshadow together. You can definitely add more eyeshadow if you would like. I probably could have gone with a little bit more, but I kind of like how it turned out. I just wanted it to be very nice and subtle. So yeah, definitely did a light hand, but you can go back and add more if you would like. Okay, now for eyeliner, I'm using that same e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to take like a dark charcoal black color, and I'm just going to smudge that out across the lash line. Usually I use a liquid eyeliner, but for today I just decided to kind of keep it not so put together and just kind of smoke out that lash line with that dark color. You can definitely go in and add maybe like a wing or you know, darken up your eyes if that's what you would like, but just for today I decided to do this little smudgy look. So I'm just working it from the inside and going to the outside, just back and forth, and getting it to my desired look. Okay, now to complete my eyes, I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara to that lower lash line. I do have lash extensions in, so I don't have to put any on my top lash, which is amazing. I've really been enjoying not having to add mascara to the top. It's really saved me a lot of time. So anyways, I'm just going to do a very light hand to that lower lash line and just keep it nice and subtle, and then complete this eye look. Okay, now for bronzer, I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It smells so good. To apply this bronzer, I'm using the Eco Tools Kabuki brush. I love this brush so much. This whole line of brushes from this brand is just amazing. They feel so good on the skin. They're not expensive, and they grab just the right amount of product that you need. So I've really been enjoying this brush a lot. As you can see, I'm just taking that bronzer and I'm just lightly adding it to my forehead, onto the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm also going to go down onto my neck as well. I'm also not contouring, I'm just bronzing up the skin to add a nice healthy glow. Okay, now for blush, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Baked Blush, and this is in the shade Make Love Instead. As you can see, it's just a light pink. It's got a little bit of a metallic sheen to it. It's really pretty on the skin. To apply this, I'm using the BH Cosmetics 119 Angled Blush Brush. I like this brush just for the fact that it's angled and it applies my blush so nice, and it looks really pretty on the skin as well. Okay, now for highlight, I'm using the Loreal Gilded Honey in the Baked Gelato Swirl. I have been really loving this highlight a lot lately. It is like the sample size, but I think I'm going to go out and get the bigger one just because it is just a great product. To add this highlight, I'm using the Eco Tools Deluxe Fan Brush, and as you can see, that highlight just already looks so good on the skin. I'm just adding it to the tops of my cheekbones. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful glow. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, yes, very, very pretty. Next, I'm going to take that highlight and put it in the middle of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and on my top lip as well. Okay, going back in with that highlight, I'm just going to add a little bit to the inner corner of my eyes, and then I'm also going to add just a little bit to my brow bone, just to add a little bit more of a pop of color to my eyes. Okay, now for lips, I'm using the L'Oreal Color Riche in the shade Beyond Pink. I picked this up a few weeks ago and I've been enjoying it. I don't know if I will purchase it again just because, I don't know, for the price, I wasn't too thrilled about it. I've been using the Rimmel one and it's quite a bit cheaper, so, but so far so good. I've liked it and the color matches my lipstick really well. Okay, so for lipstick, I'm using the Wet n Wild Megalast Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick in the shade Rebel Rose. Okay, to set my face, I'm using the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I like to just spray this all over. There's no right or wrong to spraying this. So I like to just let this set on my face and let it dry for just a little bit before I go. So I'm just going to kind of wave it out. Alright, you guys, this completes this look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you all have a great Valentine's Day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.